Alright, how to get the Hybrid Aquatic mod. This mod is described as an aquatic mod for Minecraft. Well, here you can see quite a few different mods already. It adds tons of new marine life and updates rivers, swamps, oceans, and underwater features. To get it, we'll simply go to CurseForge and search for Hybrid Aquatic. It has 2.9 million players. Quite impressive for a mod released just 2 years ago. It was updated a month ago. To download it, just go to Files, then Mod Loaders, Forge, and all versions. Select your desired version. It's available from 1.20.21.1 to 1, 19.2. I'll select 1.20.1, click the three buttons, and hit download. Save this file by pressing Windows plus R, App Data, Roaming, then Minecraft, and the Mods folder. This is where you'll save it. Important, we'll not only need this, but we'll go to Relations and need GeckoLib, Lithostitch, and also Kotlin, okay? If we're using Fabric, we'll need the Fabric API and Fabric language Kotlin. I understand that GeckoLib and, all of them basically. For Forge, look, here it doesn't, here it tells us dependencies. For Forge, we'll also need Kotlin for Forge, and for Fabric, well, all of them, okay? So, Kotlin for Forge, which for some reason isn't listed in Relations, will be the same, okay? Forge, we select version 1.20.1, same for Lithostitch and GeckoLib. I should mention that in the description you'll find my AI course for those interested, which is becoming increasingly important, and if you're not interested, don't worry because we'll continue with the guide. Alright, how do we understand aquatic changes? Hybrid Aquatic transforms Minecraft's underwater experience by updating rivers, swamps, oceans, and aquatic caves. Warm waters get new tropical fish like rays and invertebrates. Rivers gain edible crayfish. As you can see, we have tons of crab varieties here. Just imagine all the different mobs this mod will be adding, okay? I'll place a few here, but as you can see, they come in great variety. Some will change a bit more with different models, while others look somewhat similar. Look, there's an ant crab over there. We're talking about a mod that adds a ton of varieties. Thermal vents also typically appear in the depths. Look, we even have sharks around here, okay? And these are thermal vents, this thing here, which as you can see gives me the corrosion effect. When mining them with a pickaxe, there's a chance to get copper, iron, and gold nuggets, turning the seabed into an extra resource source. Underwater caves and trenches are filled with deep sea fish varieties, along with larger creatures like whales, sharks, and more. Look, here we are in a cave, so you can see there's really a huge variety of fish, okay? And that's not all there is. Speaking, okay? Here we find, for example, some thermal vents, so you can see a bit of everything. It's a mod that I think truly represents what a good aquatic update would be, with a really great variety of different mobs. Fish, jellyfish, sharks. I'm going to spawn a whale so you can see it. There it is, okay? Look at how many types of sharks there are. I'll spawn some, like the basking shark, okay? Look at all the different fish. Look at all the varieties of fish. And there's more, huh? Here we have all the mobs it adds, like a ton of them. It's a mod that I think few people know about, which is why it's not so popular. Because really, 3 million users for the huge variety of mobs it adds seems quite low. Plus, all the mobs have their own behaviors. For example, the schools of fish. See, they stay together, which is pretty cool. Look, see how they group up, they move as one. That's a programmed behavior, which is very interesting. Alright, how to make the most of Minecraft fish with Hybrid Aquatic. Well, Hybrid Aquatic reorganizes Minecraft's marine life into various categories, with clear uses like food or resources, okay? First, we have the small fish, right? Which would be the small fish category. Many small fish drop their own item when they die, which can be placed on the crafting table, like all these little fish, to get raw fish meat. As you can see, it can be obtained from this variety of different fish and even from all these, which gives us 1 regeneration point when raw. If we cook it, it gives us 2 hunger points and 2.5 saturation. Then larger fish like tuna or sunfish provide food, dropping an item that also becomes fish meat, or they directly drop that meat. Then there are other fish that are purely decorative and don't drop anything, right? Like the angelfish, zebrafish, toadfish, tetra, stonefish, and others. Their function is aesthetic and ecological, designed for aquariums, reefs, and more vibrant biomes. Additionally, some fish display specific behaviors that are useful for creating atmosphere, right? For example, the tuna can jump out of the water. I don't know if it'll do it now, but it can, okay? In fact, look, here are some jellyfish that also come to the surface, and then there are the anemones, right? Interesting interactions like between anemones and clownfish, right? The clownfish theoretically interact with anemones as a form of shelter and many other things, okay? See how to use crustaceans and crabs in Minecraft with Hybrid Aquatic. Basically, crustaceans expand your food options and add combat mechanics and progression. Here we have the shrimp first, for example, okay? What would be prawns, okay? Which are these right here. When killed, they drop raw shrimp, which can be cooked. We also have lobsters, okay? A bit larger. Here they are, quite cool decoratively, and they drop claws. Basically, they're claws. The tail, which can be used as food, okay? See, we can use it for food and then cook it, okay? They're relatively good food items. We also have well, all kinds. There are tons of crabs, okay? But among them are the hermit crabs too, okay? These are them here. They're hermit crabs adding visual variety. They can dig sand and occasionally drop nuggets while moving. Look, we even have this crab here, which is I can't remember what it's called. Let me see if I can... Spider crab, that's it, the spider crab. There are all kinds, okay? Also, freshwater crabs, like crayfish, sorry, which will also provide us with food. Sea crabs, okay? They're introducing 9 crab species that live in different marine biomes and all share a key mechanic. Each crab variant drops a unique claw, okay? You can see it here. All these claws can obviously be cooked, and the claws can be crafted into crab meat. If you collect all 9 different claws, you can craft, the hook, okay? Let me find it. The ominous hook. This one here, which basically says spawns Carinos. It has to be equipped in the left hand. And basically, so you can see it, Carinos is this thing here, okay? This giant crab here. It's a mini boss, and that's what it gives us. Alright, how do we summon aquatic bosses? For example, we have the Carinos, a mini crab boss that appears when you collect 9 claws from different crabs across all biomes, giving us the Omni Hook and this creature. This item is used in your hand, specifically in your offhand along with the fishing rod, okay? So you cast the hook there, and I believe now it will arrive. Well, as you can see, we've cast the hook, right? There's a fish, we reel it in, and the Carinos appears, okay? For its stats, it has 400 health points. It's a Crimson style crab, larger than all other crabs, and when defeated, it drops the Carinos claw, which basically, what does it do? Well, it gives us a reach of more than 3 blocks. I'm not sure if it's permanent or only when we have the item equipped. I assume it's equipable, right? So we can put it on and equip it, and that's it. I'm telling you, it's a very tough creature. I mean, it's going to take you a while. Then we also have the Leviathan, right? It's a marine boss still in development. In fact, it seems like it doesn't even show up for me. No, it's not appearing. And it's a huge whale-like creature that makes very intimidating sounds. It's designed as a high-risk encounter in the open ocean. We also have the giant glow squid, mentioned as an unfinished creature with a defined concept. Its role is to drag players from ships to the ocean floor to kill them. I'm not on the latest version, so that might be why I don't have it. But it also says it's not finished, so I understand it's not in the mod yet. These creatures will turn the ocean into a place with 3 additional bosses, which is pretty cool. That's what I'm saying. Minecraft really needs more bosses. Why not take advantage of the Aquatic update to do something interesting, like what we're seeing? I remember when they released the Aquatic update years ago, and the main problem they faced was optimization for mobile devices. That's really the reason why Minecraft is so limited and lacks detail. It needs to be well optimized for mobile devices and consoles. And what happened? With the Aquatic update, Minecraft stopped working properly on many mobile devices. That's probably why they don't make updates with such variety of mobs and features. It would cause lag. In fact, kelp plants were one of the things that lagged terribly back then. And honestly, they're pretty useless items that everyone ignores now. So nobody would complain if we removed them and added more mobs instead. Not completely removing them, but maybe reducing their quantity, you know? I don't know. Very well. How to avoid poisons and attacks in Minecraft with Hybrid Aquatic. Hybrid Aquatic adds numerous water hazards that affect players with status effects and damage on contact, okay? For example, jellyfish, which are giving me poison level 2. The mod introduces 9 jellyfish species, all the ones you're seeing, and they share one mechanic. If you touch them, they apply a poison effect. When they die, they drop slime balls, so avoid swimming directly through jellyfish. We also have the lionfish here. Defeated, it drops fish meat, but if you attack or get too close, it applies poison and nausea. It's best to kill it from a distance with a trident or another item. And there are also poisonous fish and bottom-dwelling creatures, like the stonefish, right? The typical fish, there it is, that if you step on it, you're done for. It'll apply poison level 3, so stepping on it or hitting it carelessly is dangerous. We also have urchins, which are basically sea urchins, more of the same. They come in different colors too, even. Oh, that's cool. If we defeat it, we get the sea urchin spine, which we can use to make a pretty interesting thorns potion, and they hurt on contact. We have the cuttlefish, which gives us the cuttlebone. This fish, well, it looks more like a little octopus, right? When hit, it pushes the player away, simulating an ink cloud. Let's see. Wow, yep, exactly. If we defeat it, it'll drop the cuttlebone, which is only good for bone meal, okay? And then we have the anemone, the anemone. We have the strawberry anemone and the giant green anemone. I understand that they'll all do a bit more of the same. And theoretically, let's see, it inflicts poison damage on most creatures, except clownfish, which are immune and use it as shelter, right? Interesting, interesting. Then we also have piranhas, which appear in jungle waters, okay? I don't know if they'll die, okay? But look, here, whoa, 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 what's happening here? It tried to attack. This shark tried to attack a squid and got into trouble. Hey, where did the piranhas go? I don't understand. Well, here we have the piranhas, okay? Let's see if they attack any mob. Yeah, I don't see them being very brave, huh? Well, they attack quickly and apply a bleeding effect. Blood in the water attracts more piranhas, creating a wave of attacks. And then we have the sharks, right? You've already seen lots of sharks swimming around here, okay? And there are all types: bull shark, basking shark, thresher shark, and others, okay? The white is described. Let's see, the great white shark, which is this one here, the largest of all, is the apex predator that attacks anything when hungry. In one of the descriptions in the mod itself, it says all sharks are styles except for the whale shark, okay? The whale shark basically just eats plankton, if I understand correctly. In the mod, there's no plankton, I mean in real life. So yeah, be aware of all the dangers you'll encounter in marine life. In fact, we're seeing that most of them they're problems, right? But well, that's just how the sea is. Alright, this mod also adds different hooks for fishing, okay? They're items that go in your offhand and affect fishing, okay? Besides the general category, several specific hooks are detailed in the mod's descriptions, okay? We also have the fishing net, which you right-click, okay? You take the mod. I don't know if it doesn't show anywhere, but I have it, okay? You see, I'm taking it. So this can also be useful to us. Well, how does it work? Basically, you put the hook in your left hand and the rod in your right-click and cast with the hook, okay? If you reel it back in, you retrieve the hook again. First of all, we have the barber hook, okay? That's the generic hook. The concept is that each hook type gives you a different bonus, like faster fishing, more treasure chances, or even the chance to catch creepers. So it says, increases fishing speed during the day, okay? There it is, made with iron nuggets. We have the glowing hook, which says, increases fishing speed at night. It's a barber hook with glow slime, okay? Glow slime is made with slime ball and glow ink sac. Then we have the magnetic hook, which increases the chance of finding treasures. It's crafted like this, okay? So a bit more expensive. The creeper magnet hook says, no, don't use it indoors. Well, I understand it's for fishing creepers, obviously. And finally, the ominous hooks, which are used to fish for the boss. We're going to try each of the hooks, okay? Let's start with the barber hook. We just cast it, and theoretically, during daytime it should bite faster. I just want to see what you can catch, but I assume fishing works like in Minecraft. I should mention this isn't happening very quickly, huh? Okay, there we've fished, and look, the mod's own fish are included. Okay, I still have the hook. I thought you had to craft a new one each time you used it. Let's use the magnetic one. I've added Lure 3 and Luck of the Sea 3 to the fishing rod to see if we catch anything interesting. Okay. So I thought they were limited, but no, you can reuse them. It's really taking a while for something to bite the hook, honestly. There it goes, I'll reel it in. Got something. What's this here? Cherry crate. Break with an axe to open. What is this? A loot box? Axle, boom, let's break it before someone hits me. Gold and cherry, not bad. By the way, we've seen there are other minerals here, right? Seashell and coral minerals. Nothing special, they're just bad items, but there we have them. Alright, how to use nets and live catch. So, well, we have fishing nets here, which you craft with sticks and 2 pieces of string, and they let you catch any type of fish, okay? Except sharks. So, be careful with the muses, too. And sharks, why not? I don't understand. Let's see, this shark. Yes, I can. That one I was able to catch. I understand that. Yes, 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 all types, all types. Maybe it's because I'm in creative mode, huh? No. All types. What's up, champion? Swimming with sharks and nothing happens to me. Yes, sir. Okay, so we can catch any kind of fish. And I just doubled these, right? I take one. They're attacking. I've been attacked. I doubled those, didn't I? Where is... Let's see how many I catch. I take 1, 2 come out. Oh, I'm just taking 2 at once. Ah, but they go together. Oh, no, they go together. I take 1, 1 comes out. No, they don't go together. But the programmer has stacked them in groups of 2. It's true, they come in groups of 2. How interesting. Okay, so I've never seen this form of movement before in my life, huh? Very original. So the movement, instead of being fish by fish, the calculation works in pairs, you know? Basically, you optimize performance by half because by grouping 2 fish, you only need to calculate 1 process instead of 2. Pretty cool, right? That's from the creator. I hope that's what they did. I'm just assuming, but I think that's the case. So very, very interesting. And then we have an enchantment for the fishing rod called Live Catch, okay? My version doesn't have it, but basically it's a new rod enchantment, and when a rod with Live Catch... I'm going to check if I have it here, but no. When a rod with Live Catch catches a fish, instead of just getting the item, the actual fish mob appears near the player's feet. This adds a much more immersive live capture component, okay? Also, when we fish, we can get boxes, okay? Like this one here called a crate. Look at all these different crates. Basically, only the wood type changes. Place it as a block and break it with an axe to get random items, mod cosmetics, and more. We can also get a message in a bottle, which is a great song, by the way. If you haven't heard it, I really recommend it. Here we have it, and it's placed as a block. But it won't let me place it in the water, right? That makes sense. I'll try going to an enclosed area without water to see if it works. There it is. You place it as a block. The bottle moves for some reason I don't know, and it breaks, okay? And we get a book. I'm not sure if it's the same book. See message. Here's the incredible book. I'm old. The creepers have a code. The creepers have a code. Okay, well, they can also be found floating, okay? They can also be found floating because I understand I can place the item here. Let's see, I understand I can place the item here if it lets me. And now, will it float? Oh no, it breaks. Well, it doesn't make much sense, but we can find them floating like this one here, okay? Also, we have wandering traders who might sell shark plushies, okay? These can also be found in crates when fishing. What is this basically? These are figurines, okay? They're plushies and another way to collect them. So it's very, very cool. Alright, how do you get glow slime and glow sticks? Well, Hybrid Aquatic introduces a whole line of bioluminescent resources in Minecraft, okay? We have glow slime that comes from various mobs like the anglerfish, which is one of those deep sea fish, which also gives us the anglerfish lure, that basically gives us +1 armor when worn on our head. Interesting. Okay, this is the creature. Super cool, right? Well, it's the typical one you see in photos that looks gross. And we can equip it. Wow. We can equip its items. I wonder if its items will... They don't give us anything else, right? And they don't glow. They don't glow, man. What a wasted opportunity. Honestly, I'll turn off night vision for a moment and they have no use. They can be enchanted with protection, nothing but no glow, right? No. And this doesn't let you swim faster. I think it's a bit wasted. It gives us the fish, okay? Well, anglerfish can give you glow slime, and barrelfish is also another luminescent fish. When we see the jellyfish bar, okay? And this one, the anglerfish, okay? We also have the barrel eye, okay? I don't know if that one gives glow. It looks like, yes, it does. The barrel eye, okay? Some small fish like dragonfish drop extra glow, and I think some jellyfish too, okay? The main use of glow sticks, they're crafted with sticks and glow slime, pretty self-explanatory, is basically to light up underwater. We also have the glow slime block, okay? I don't know if it acts like regular slime. I'll check it out. Let's see, I jump on it, and indeed, but do I stick to the sides? Well, that's... No, it's not. It's not slime. I don't really see the use for this unless it lets you bounce underwater. Let me try it. I bounce. It bounces, bounces, bounces. Okay. Interesting, huh? And that's about it for its uses. Nothing more, okay? But it's worth pointing out. Alright, how do we get pearls and thorns? Well, basically we have the pearl fish, right? We also have giant clams, okay? These are like giant oysters, shown here, that live in warm waters. When they're open, you can click on them to try to get a pearl. There's also a 25% chance of getting a black pearl. Both regular pearls and black pearls are used to brew luck potions. Let's see. I use pearl block, okay? And there it is. Minor potion of luck gives luck for 1 minute. Then black pearl block, and greater luck potion, luck 2. Well, for how long? For just 30 seconds. And what's that good for? I just don't get it. I've never really understood what luck is for. Like for opening chests. But if the effect lasts 30 seconds, how many chests can you open in that time? Or for mining items, I guess. For mining blocks, but... I mean, blocks with fortune, but whatever. And then we have, on the other hand, the sea urchin spines, okay? And it's potion that basically gives us thorns for 15 seconds, which is more of the same. Why would I want thorns for only 15 seconds? I mean, seriously, at what point in my life am I going to need thorns for just 15 seconds? If the effect lasted 20 minutes, that'd be cool, because in 20 minutes I could get hit quite a lot. But if it only lasts 20 seconds, I hope the thorns effect paralyzes attackers, gives them cramps, takes half their health just for hitting me. I mean, I hope it's super overpowered, not just basic thorns, right? Which obviously it's not going to be. Then we have the sea urchin, okay? Which is basically what gives us these items. We also have shark teeth, okay? The shark tooth. As for utilities, they help us make tridents after using the prismarine rods, okay? Which are obtained with prismarine shards, so it's pretty easy. And they also give us the ability to make the bleeding potion. This is a potion that you obviously want to throw at enemies, okay? And then we have the shell, okay? The Nautilus shell. Ah, look, it appears as an item. It appears as a mob. My goodness, I know where Minecraft got the Nautilus from, but it's identical, man. It's exactly like the Nautilus they added, right? So there we have it. It gives us a Nautilus helmet and 2 Nautilus pauldrons, okay? As a decorative element, how much armor? How is it? Well, 13 armor points isn't anything special. And it also unlocks, okay, many crafting recipes, okay? Like the spear, the shovel, the pickaxe, the hoe, the spear. But isn't the spear for horses? Well, I don't know if they added it here at the last minute or if it was already there. Let's see, I checked and it came out November 9th, so it's quite possible they added it at the last minute, huh? It really seems like they added it at the last minute, honestly. So yeah, there we have it. Alright, how to explore the deep ocean of Minecraft with the Hybrid Aquatic mod. And well, this mod obviously has deep areas with different features, which don't appear right now because they need to generate, okay? But obviously for that we're going to need to be able to breathe underwater. For this, they've added the diving suit, 5 armor points, crafted with leather and copper, quite simple and enchantable. It's basically a craftable set designed for underwater exploration. It increases the time you can stay submerged, making extended dives easier. It provides negative buoyancy, keeping you attached to the seafloor, which helps you walk and work underwater without constantly floating, okay? So if I let go right now, I sink down more easily, see? Although honestly, it feels pretty much the same to me. Then we have thermal vents, okay? The thermal vent. They'd appear on ocean floors and deep areas as geological formations, and basically when you mine them with a pickaxe, they can drop copper, iron, and gold nuggets, giving you a reason to explore the depths. And then we have the deep sea creatures like the anglerfish and barrelfish, which I've already shown you. We have this one here, the spider crab. Different sharks appear, such as basking sharks, whale sharks, or the Leviathan. Yes, we already have it. We have isopods. The giant glow squid could appear if we have the version for it. It's a shame because right now no mobs are spawning for me, but, well, it's another form of exploration that the mod adds, right? Very well. How to create aquariums with fish from the Hybrid Aquatic mod. To finish, we'll explain how to make an aquarium. We can use nets, right? These allow us to capture any type of mob, and with the net, they won't despawn, okay? It's done like this. And, well, we have lots of fish we can catch, right? For example, the seahorses, okay? The seahorses. Here they are, in different colors. We also have betta fish, which is also quite pretty. We have the discus, it's this one here, the koi fish theoretically, though I don't have it here. We have gourami, right? Well, different varieties of little fish. We also have the sea angel, which is this mob here that's a bit more bright. We also have the starfish, basically the little sea star. Or we also have starfish in different sizes, as you can see. Isopods, well, we have the strawberry anemone if we want to catch it. And we have all kinds of sharks, all kinds of jellyfish, all kinds of fish and crabs, okay? And all this, well, simply with a little glass, and that's it. There's not much more to it. Make sure it has water. Oh, look. Here I have the diving suit, which is what I mentioned earlier, to be able to dive underwater. I had only equipped the chest plate and said it wasn't very good. It's because I was missing the helmet. I think the helmet is what really completes the whole look, honestly. Oh no, you need the entire suit. Well, I'm mentioning this at the end for the real enthusiasts, okay? Here we have the diving suit. There's also a jellyfish hat and a turtle chest plate that give us 6 armor points, right? And armor toughness too. Let's see how it looks when equipped. Okay, there we have it. We also have a jellyfish that's pretty cool. And just to let you know, if you're interested in artificial intelligence, down in the description we have a course on AI if you're interested, okay? Since it's becoming increasingly important and turning into something you need to use daily. So if you're going to use it, at least do it the right way. So in the description, you'll find a course to prepare you professionally and more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.